All right. Hello, everybody. What is happening? Paul Turner here, and I'll be your DM for a little while. Good to see you. Tonight, we are working on finishing a dungeon that I started the other night when I'm talking about random tables. And I love using random tables. I just think I don't know. I would say that I'm slightly addicted to them in the sense that I love to read through them. I love to just roll on them. There's something about that randomness that makes a game just that much more exciting because you have no idea what's going to happen, and you have no idea as a DM how that's going to work out. Right? You may be doing doing yourself some damage instead of challenging the players. You've challenged yourself by doing that. And so tonight we're going to be talking about, and we got fancy here, so I have all these different cameras. We're going to be going through this random tables, Dungeons and Lairs, where we started our adventure at. We have a few things ready to go. We have a few things that are that have already been established, and so we're just going to work through the book basically to kind of finish it off, and I'll be kind of using taking notes as I go. I have my trusty dice here, so we're going to kind of do it together. I'll go over what I initially have. So let's take a look at that real quick, and we will show you what we have so far. So what we have so far is we have in this dungeon we've already rolled up. We have a fortress. This is the type, right? We have a fortress. The condition of the fortress is that it's long lost. And then there are rumors. And I chose 3 rumors. And you'll see me do this the rest of the night. You'll see me choose 3 things versus just one thing. I think if you go, it depends what you're doing. If you're doing pure random and you're saying, look, whatever I roll, that's what I get. Well, if you're rolling for a monster on a monster, chart, and you roll a black dragon, well, then you got to deal with it. But I'm going to roll probably 3 choices like I did here with rumors, right? Because it gives me some space and room, and I'm doing this pre-game. So I get to decide which of those 3 I really want to do. And so we have secret entrance. That's the rumor that there's a secret entrance to this fortress. There's unusual or supernatural weather occurrences, which I have deemed possibly elementals, ice methods, and this will make sense in a minute. There's history of accidents, and I put weather-related. It's built by, the people that built this are machine people. Now, I use Modrons, so there's other things you can use, but I chose Modrons because I just think Modrons are cool. And then location, it's going to be on an iceberg. So that determines, like I said, elementals, probably ice, snow, those kind of things, and ice methods. So that's where that comes in. And then the weather-related history of accidents could be like these methods or these elementals that are tearing up towns and things of that nature. So that is what we have here. Let's see. And what are we going to do here? We're going to jump over to, let's see who's here. Who is here tonight? All right. Okay, for those of you that are watching, feel free to add commentary. Feel free to say, choices you like, things of that nature, or something that you may do. More than happy to work it out. This is something we can work out together. So it's not just me, just kind of in my own little world. It's really collaborative. So, and once again, if you're brand new to the channel, thank you so much for being here. I appreciate you being a part. If you want to see me go live and do things like this in the future, go ahead and be sure to go and click that subscribe button and hit the bell notification, and that way you'll be notified when I go live. Okay? So let's go ahead and start working this out. Let's go down to the book here, and we will start figuring this out. And I'll take notes as I go along here. So here we have, I'm going to go to lighting. And like I said, I'm going to do some different things here. So we have lighting, and that's a D20. So I have my dice. I have a couple of D20s. And so this will determine what kind of lights. And I'm going to do 3 on this. And I'm going to do 3 on this because once again, because we've already chosen the machine people and the Modrons and so forth, there's going to be some things that are not going to work, but that's okay. So I'm going to take my little notes here. I'll write these down here, and then I'll add them to the collective here. But I'm going to go ahead and write down these here. So let's go ahead and start off. We have a 12. So candles mounted in hurricane glasses. Okay, I don't hate that. So we'll say candles in hurricane glasses. Okay. I see that's very old school. That's very old school. And I don't think these Modrons are alone, by the way. These Modrons probably have something else going on. There's other creatures and so forth. Which reminds me, as we get into this, I need to roll how many rooms we're going to have. So let me go ahead and just roll a 20-sided dice, and that will give me, well, let's see. Let's go ahead and do it this way. Let's go ahead and just roll a D6, or a D6 and a D4. Let's do that. I don't want to risk rolling a I don't want to risk rolling a 20 and then having to fill it all out. So let's go and see what we got here. Well, that's not bad. 8 rooms. Okay. So this fortress is going to have 8 rooms in it. So that way I know what that's going to look like. Okay. All right. Let's go back to the chart here. Let's see what other kind of lighting things that we have here. We have candles unmounted. Okay. So we just have candles laying around. Unmounted. Okay. And then we have candles mounted in simple holders. Okay, so it's all about candles. So we're gonna go with that. And once again, we can be as creative as we want, whether they're mounted, unmounted. We can say that the candles are in these because it's in a Modron, built fortress. That these candles are somehow motorized. Maybe there's something there where there's gears happening and things of that nature. So we're going to say that those are the candles. Okay. Now, let's go ahead and go on and see if there's any magic here. Okay. Let's move on. So, is there any magical lighting? And it doesn't have to. It could be in the rooms. It could be other places. So we have magical lighting here. And once again, I'm going to go with 3 choices. Well, let's see. If I like the first choice, I'll go with it. And we'll go from there. But let's see what we get here. Oh, wow. We have a 19. Sourceless ambient light. Okay. Sourceless ambient light. That could work. I could see that working for this. Let's see. Oops. Come on. Get on the page. Oh, an 18. Okay. Rolling high. Radiant holy light. That's interesting. Okay. And then for the third choice, let's go ahead and do 14. If there's a glowing wall. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and let me switch over here to, excuse me. Let me go and switch over here to our thing here. I'm going to write these down here. Okay. So let me go ahead and go to lighting. And we're going to go, lighting is going to be, I think we're going to go with the candles mounted. So let's go with that. Candles mounted. Okay. And then for the magical lighting, I think we're going to go with the sourceless ambient light. So there's no source to it, but for some reason the lighting is just this ambient light that's in there, which works out pretty good. So we'll say sourceless ambient lighting. Okay. I wish I could spell. I can't spell very well. All right. So there we go. So then we have those. Okay. All right. So let's get back over here to the book here, and let's see what else we can. What else can we dream up? Okay. All right. So let's go ahead and move on with the book. Okay, here we go. All right, now we get over to the temperature. Now, normally, because this is taking place on an iceberg, you would think it's going to be cold. This is 1d20. So let's see. We're going to say that probably the outdoors will probably be cold. because it's around, an iceberg. But let's see what the temperature might be inside. Okay. 1, it is freezing. Okay, I can go with that because the Modrons are unaffected by that, and they don't particularly care whether, particularly care whether it's heated or not heated. So it doesn't affect them, which also tells me that this could say something about the villain who is in there, who is probably immune to cold, which then would be a problem. But in freezing, the description for that is almost uninhabitable. The extreme cold of the environment is a major concern for exploration. Numbness, uncontrolled shivering, and frostbite may result. So that's going to benefit the villain for sure. Okay, so that's going to be the temperature, and once again, that points to the villain. So let's go ahead and go on. Let's move on to the next one here. So we have a temperature. We have air quality. The air quality. So let's go ahead. This is going to be, let's see. We're going to go it's 15. So let's do a 10 and a 6 together there. See what we get. All right. We have a 9 and a 4. Let's go 14. Smoky. So thick smoke is an option. I don't know where that would be coming from. Thick smoke. Thick smoke fills the room and corridors of the dungeon. This makes both seeing and breathing difficult. But where would the smoke be coming from? So I'm going to roll another one to see what we get here. And feel free, those that are watching, feel free to chime in and share your thoughts and ideas as well as to what we're building here. We're building a random dungeon straight from a random book on random tables. And I think that's just a great exercise in creativity, where I'm going to build it and then see what happens. All right, so 7. Drafty. That's also, I think, a good one. So drafty is a slightly cool wind runs through the dungeon, circling the air and making a low moaning noise. Oh, I like that. That's a good effect. The sound might be useful to mask the shuffle of movement or create. So I'm going to say that the drafty, it's going to be a cold draft. In other words, there's lots of open spaces where there's like a whistling. There's like a whistling that goes on through the fortress because of lots of open spots and things of that nature. But we're going to say they're drafty. I'm going to roll one more just for fun, see what happens. A 5. Damp. Well, it could be damp as well because the air is wet and moist in the dungeon. So we're going to say it's drafty and damp because there's lots of open spaces. So there's, probably puddles and floors are wet and nasty from the environment. So we're going to say drafty and damp. Okay. So let's go back to this real quick. Let's go back to our part here. And let's go with, we're going to say the weather. Weather is freezing. And then we're going to say that the air quality is drafty, and damp. Okay? Air quality is drafty and damp. I like that. That builds a really good, I think a really good environment there, that what you're stepping into. And I'm also going to put there whistling, because that wind is whistling through there. And sometimes, that wind can blow things down. It can make things sound a little different in there. Okay, so let's go ahead and we'll move that there. And let's go ahead and go back to where we were. And we will check out what's next in the book. And what's next is, let's see, the air quality. We've done air quality. Water sources. This will be interesting. The fortress is going to have a source of some kind. So let's see what that's going to look like. This is a D20. What is in there? That could be a 13. A rain collection. Okay. That's not terrible idea, but it may not be a lot of rain there in the old iceberg. But let's go ahead and keep going. Let's roll 3. A 20. Oh, a well. Now I like that because this can be a location for something bad or something good, right? This could go bad or it can go good. It can also be, the well could be a lair. So that's kind of fun. That would be a fun location if the well is there, whatever's it doesn't have to be the leader of the Modrons per se, or that's controlling the Modrons, but it can be something that's in there that's found its way in from the waters and is now in the lair. Doesn't mean it's your big bad, and doesn't mean it has anything to do with the Modrons. The Modrons are just kind of there. I'm going to roll one more. 13. Well, I already rolled that. Let's roll another one. 1. Okay. Canals. Okay. What would there be canals for? I don't know. We'll leave that there. So far, well is my choice of what I'm going to use there. Okay. But I like the well. The well, because the well goes right down into the. In fact, if the well is built into the base of the fortress, then whatever it can come in and out, right straight out of the water. So it's more like a tunnel. It's a well, but it's also a tunnel, right? Okay, let's go ahead and move on. So I have water sources, food sources. Once again, the Modrons won't need any food, but whatever lives there might be there. So we'll see. This is also a 20-sided dice. So let's go ahead and roll the d20 and see what we get. A 16, a nut harvest. I'm going to say, okay. And when you're rolling, by the way, like I said, part of this exercise is just because you roll it doesn't mean you have to use it, okay? That's why I'm rolling in 3s here, because it just makes sense to do that. If you can't go with, especially in game, it's okay. If you're at the table, it's okay to re-roll it. If you don't like it, or you don't think it fits, or you don't think it can be usable, then I would say just re-roll it. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Like, you don't have to. Nobody. The random police are not going to come for you and say, no, you should have used that. So don't beat yourself up. Use it at the table. Okay. So nut harvest. What else we have? A 6. Fishing. Okay, I like that. Fish as a food source. So something is in there, and it makes sense because it's on a iceberg, and so in the frosty waters there, fish becomes a way for whatever lives in the well is eating the fish. Okay, let's roll one more. Let's see, an 8. Fungal farms. Okay, so I don't think that is going to be working for this. I mean, the dungeon inhabitants cultivate mushrooms and other fungi of nutritional value using a simple system. I don't know if fungus can exist in the. I think it needs a warm place for it to grow. All right. So here's what we're gonna do. Go back to my little Notion here. I'm using Notion, by the way, and Notion is just a great tool, I think, for note taking. And so as you can see here, we can, just have this really nice, list that we have going here. And then there's all kinds of other things there. I won't get into all the details, but you can do quick notes. And there's a home where you can link to these pages. There's journals. It comes, if you want to pay for it, I think it's $10 a month, but I think you can get the AI with it, which helps you do that as well. So let's go ahead and go with, let's see, what did we say? Water. We said water source. What did we say? Yes, water source. So let's see what the water source is going to be. Okay, so water source, we said, there's going to be a well, which is going to go directly from through the iceberg there to the bottom there, and then whatever's in and out of there is eating fish, which is going to be the food. Okay, that's going to be the food source, is going to be fish. Okay, it could be any kind of thing. It could be penguins, who knows? Okay, but we're going to say fish. All right, so whatever's down there lives in the well, maybe, comes in and out of the well, out of the water, and then there are fish that they're eating. So something's going on with that. Okay, all right. So let us carry on with the rest of this. Go back to the book. Okay. And let's see what we have here. So we got food sources. Then we have noises. So we go good. We get to go D100. So let's see what kind of noises are going to be in there. And this, once again, this could be great for figuring out noises. Well, what are these noises? Where are they coming from? Who are they coming from? See, that's another good question, is it can build in like an NPC into your group. So let's find out here. All right, so we have a 46. What kind of noises are in this place? A 46 is laughter. Oh, that's a good one. I like that. Something in there is laughing. Laughing at the adventurers. Why is it laughing? Is it crazy? Does it have some sort of lunacy maybe? Is it, just that they are just somebody's telling them jokes? We don't know, but there's laughter going on in there. Let's see what else we have. All right, we have a 56. There's rustling. I don't know if there'll be rustling, but let's see. There would have to be leaves for rustling, but I don't think there's very many leaves in there. Let's see. Let's roll one more time. Let's see what we got. 75. So we have, squeaking. Now that works. Squeaking works because, well, you have Modrons, and you have probably some sort of mechanical things that are happening. So that works out really well, is having this squeaking. So I think there's laughter and there's squeaking happening. The squeaking could be coming from the machines that they're working on. It could be coming from the Modrons themselves. Maybe somebody has not oiled them in a while. Maybe the Modrons have been abandoned. I like that already too. They have been abandoned there by however they got there, but they've been abandoned, and they are going to maybe something's laughing at them. Right? Maybe the laughing is directed at them because they are trapped for some reason. So I'm going to put trapped. Okay. All right. Let's carry on. So those are some of the noises. I like the laughter and squeaking. So that worked out well. Then we're going to go on to odors. Well, let's see what this place smells like. We have a 1. Acrid. Okay. So acrid is a smell, which makes me think, let's see, acrid could be like, let's see, what is acrid? We'll just stay acrid because I know what it is. I just don't know how to describe it. I would need a dictionary in front of me to tell me what this is right now. Okay, 7, moldy. Well, not gonna. Moldy could be a thing. And what else? 6. Metallic. Oh, perfect. Okay. So there's acrid, there is moldy, and there's a metallic smell. All of these work, I think, for this abandoned fortress, because the metallic smell comes from the Modrons. Moldy is just from the water that's in there, from the well and things of that nature that are around the well. And then the acrid, we can decide that later. But let me go and go back to this, add in these to our thing that we have going here. All right, so we have our noises. So what kind of noises we have here? Okay. Noises, we have laughter and squeaking. Let's see, let's go back up there. We don't have to do that. Noises are laughter and squeaking. It'd be nice if I could type. I'm not a very good typer. Here we go. Laughter and squeaking. And then we have smells. Once again, the more you can do this, the more you can build this out and build this type of immersion for your players is always good. And a random table can do that. It gives you the ideas that you would not normally pick for yourself. And once again, you can always pick, you can just look at the list and pick what you want. That's normal. You can do that anytime you want. But I like rolling it because it would force me to be more creative. That's at least for me. So the smells are acrid and moldy and metallic. All right. I'm wondering, could there be a metallic dragon in there? I don't know. That'd be kind of fun, right? Metallic dragon has taken over the Modrons for some reason. And it is partnered with whatever's living in that well, maybe. Or maybe, like I said, the well could just be the well. It doesn't even have to do with the plot. But I'm liking the metallic dragon is somehow forcing the Modrons to do something in the area for some reason. Maybe there's something, maybe there's treasure there that the people have, whatever the nearest town is, and maybe this metallic dragon is like, hey, I want your treasure, guys, and we're gonna keep sending terrible things at you until I get it, or until the town's destroyed, or something like that. Okay, all right. Let's head over back to the book here. See what we have. So we have our odors, and we're gonna go then to dungeon facade. In other words, when you're coming into the fortress, what is this going to look like? And this is a D20 as well, so let's get some choices going. 14. Long and winding stairs. Okay. Up, so it goes up high. Okay, so a long and winding stairs could go up to the fortress. So the fortress is up high. You come in from a base level, and then you have to go up these winding stairs, which are frozen, right? They could be frozen stairs, and so that requires a check of some kind that you don't slip and fall down the stairs. Okay, let's go ahead and just check a few more here. Oops, let's go ahead and get over here. All right, a 5. Choice of doors. A choice of multiple doors, likely between 2 and 5 options, make up this front entrance. There may be more than that. So we can say a choice of doors. I don't know if I like that as much going into the fortress, but let's see. What else we get? A 1 is an archway. A carved archway with no doors or obvious barriers adorns the entrance of the dungeon. There is a capstone or keystone at the apex of the arch, which could collapse or be triggered to collapse the entire entrance if its structural integrity were somehow sabotaged. I think I'm just going to stay with the long and winding stairs. I think that just looks epic when you're going up those stairs, up into the fortress there, right? Because it's high off the ground. I like it. I think that's just a better visual. So we're going to go with that. Let's see. We're going to go with the long and winding stairs. Let's go then to the next page. And I love the artwork in this book, by the way. And once again, if you're just joining us, doing random tables, Dungeons and Layers, I'm rolling through the entire book to kind of paint this picture of this adventure I want to do. I think it'll be a ton of fun to play. This is by Dr. Tim Woods. He has another book called Cities and Towns, and it's also very good. Maybe we'll do that one at some point. But I also like the artwork. I think the black and white artwork is really good. So let's look at entrance defenses. I like that. So let's see. What kind of defenses does this thing have? A 1. It has an all-seeing eye. Okay, that's interesting. That's choice number 1. Okay. An enchanted orb, fireball, or other eye-like sphere allows occupants of the dungeon to be alerted to approaching enemies from potentially miles away. Interesting. It says, to be alerted to approaching enemies from miles away. An enchanted orb, fireball, or other eye-like sphere allows occupants of the dungeon to be alerted. Okay, so there's an all-seeing eye somewhere in the dungeon that is going to alert them. I don't know. I don't know if I want them to be alerted. But there's what is that? The Eye of the Deep. Eye of the Deep. Maybe that's our creature that's in there. The all-seeing eye. We'll see. We'll see. Maybe it's neutral. Maybe it just sort of, I don't know. We'll see. Let's check it. Let's get some other entrance defenses. Let's see if there's anything else clever there. A precarious approach. The top or bottom of a particularly precarious staircase, dangerous climb, narrow bridge, or other approaches designed to end the party's adventure before it ever begins. Completing the climb without magic or aid is far from guaranteed. So I like that because that fits with the long and winding staircase. So I think a precarious approach is going to be the entrance defense. Okay. All right. And I'm going to roll one more time just for funsies to see what else we get. Sealed doors. The front door has been sealed, shut, or otherwise barred. Okay. Well, we'll see about that. But I'm going to go with precarious approach and make those stairs really scary. Okay. And let's see. Let's go ahead and do one more, and then I'll go back and write these in. So then the secret entrances. So we talked about earlier that there may be a secret entrance. So where is this secret? Maybe the well is the secret entrance. Maybe you have to go underwater in the deep freezing water to then go up under the well. I don't know, but that sounds like a plan. Let's see, we got a 12. We're going to roll. And that's really cool here. I like the fact that he is using, Dr. Tim Woods here is using various different numbered tables, which then, you don't get, you're not rolling D20s all the time or D100s. You're using some various dice here. So let's see what we have. A 1. Okay, there could be a collapsed tunnel. That's not going to work, I don't think, for this because you're on an iceberg. Let's see. What else we have? A 6. Magical opening. This entrance is supernaturally sealed and requires some special key, password, or secret. Now, that I can get behind. A magical opening. So you get to the top of the stairs, and something interesting about that is either a key, a password, okay, or secret to be opened. Thus, it does not see frequent use by the dungeon inhabitants and may not be guarded or might be entirely forgotten. So there's a key, there's a password, or there's some sort or some sort of secret of some kind. I like the magical opening. I think we're going to go with that. So let's go ahead and jump back to our page here and write down a few of these things. So we have our smells. Okay. Then we have our approach. And the approach is going to be a long, winding stairs. And then it will be guarded. It'll be guarded by basically a precarious approach. So this is really dangerous. The approach to this fortress is going to be precarious. It's going to be for several checks that the characters are going to have to be able to roll. And then the last thing is the secret entrance. So the secret entrance is going to involve, if they find the secret entrance, entrance, is either going to be a password or it's going to be a key, which then builds out the adventure, right? Because to do this, they've got to either find a password or the key to then get in there. So there's reasons for them to go into town. There's reasons for them to do all that before they ever get here. So the secret entrance requires this. And once again, that goes back to Modron lore, maybe, who built this. Maybe I'm gonna put in there puzzle, because what would be cooler than like this kind of gears, these gears that are this like puzzle gear puzzle you have to put together to make the door open. I like that. So let's go ahead and put that down. I'm gonna write that here. Gears. I'm gonna put gears there. Gears. Okay. All right. Okay, let's go ahead and carry on. Let's get on with the rest of the things that we have there. We'll get rid of that and go down here. So we have a secret entrance now. Now we know what that does. Okay, now we're going to go rooms and halls. Okay, rooms and halls. So the room sizes. What are these room sizes? So I said that we had 8 rooms. Okay, so we have 8 rooms, and the 8 rooms are going to be, these are going to be the sizes of these rooms. Okay, we're going to roll our D100. Oops. So these are the sizes of the rooms. It's going to be a 17. A 17. It's going to be a 20 by 20. Okay, so we have one room that's 20 by 20. We have one room that's going to be A 25 is going to be a 20 by 30. Okay. Second room. Third room is going to be a, wow, 104. We'll just say 100. So we'll say 100 is going to be a majestic square. I like that. Majestic square. And that's going to be 80 by 80. Okay. The fourth room is going to be a 24, which is going to be a 20 by 25. Small square, 20 by 25. Number 5 is going to be a 12. This is going to be cozy. So it's going to be a 15 by 15 square. The sixth one is going to be a 14. This is a cozy circle. Okay. And that is going to be a 15-foot circle. The seventh room of this place is going to be, seventh one is going to be a 20. I think we rolled a 24 already. Nope, it's 20 by 25. Nope, we already did. We did roll that. Let me go and roll it again. All right, 36 or 30. Yeah, I think a 36. All right, so 36 is going to be a small trapezoid. Interesting. Okay. Small trapezoid. And that small trapezoid is going to be 20 by 40. Interesting. Could be where our well is. The last one is going to be a 92. A spacious trapezoid. Okay. Interesting. Trapezoid. All right. And I'm going to leave that on my sheet of paper. I'm not going to put that on my main thing yet, just because it would take too much time to type all that in. But at least we have our 8 spaces there. Now I'm going to figure out what we're going to fill them with. So what are the floors going to be like? Well, I'm pretty sure they're going to be made of rock or metal. I mean, this whole fortress could be metal because it's built by the Modrons, right? So it could be metal or it could be something else. Let's see. This is a D100 as well. So let's go ahead and roll that. Let's see what the floors are made of. 28. Loose gravel. No, I'm not going to say loose gravel. Loose gravel, I'll write that down, but it's not what it's going to be, I don't think. That's not going to be what the floors are going to be. 27. Nope, that's also that. 99. Oh, it's mirror? Mirrored floors? That's interesting. Let me go ahead and maybe the metal is so shiny that it is almost mirror-like. Okay, that's a possibility. I like that. And a 75, uneven flagstones. Okay, that kind of fits. Uneven flagstones. Okay, I don't know. I like the mirror floor because that speaks to the metal part of that. So I think I'm going to keep that. All right, so we have the 8 rooms. We have the floors are going to be this kind of shiny metal that you can see yourself in. That lends itself to some chaotic things, maybe. The ceiling, also, let's see, what are the ceilings going to be? 97. A metal grate. That's interesting. So really, you won't see there's just this metal grate that's kind of all around. That fits. That totally works. Right? That there's that the bottom floor is a mirrored floor, and everything above that is made out of metal grates. I think we'll just keep that. Let's just go with that. I'll roll one more time, because I've been doing it in 3, so why not? 28. Reinforced wood. Okay, that's not gonna work out. All right, and let's go with the walls. The walls are going to be an 82. And 82 is going to be superior stone masonry. Okay, we can say that. Nothing wrong with that. Masonry. Let's see if there's anything else that can. 72. 72. Well, that's also stone masonry. Oh, it's just stone masonry. And then 27. Rough wood. I'm gonna go with the walls being. Let's just say they're metal. This is one where I'm just gonna say the walls are metal. Right, so you have the whole thing is metal. Upward is the metal grates, which are going to act as both the ceiling and the floor. Then going upward, the bottom floor is mirror floor because they're so polished, and then the walls are metal. So this whole fortress is made out of metal. Okay, whole fortress is made out of metal. All right, so let's go ahead and carry on then. Let's go ahead and write these things down just so I don't forget them, and put them on our page here. So we have here. Various 8 rooms. We're not going to put that down. We are going to say that the bottom floor is polished metal to the point where you can see yourself in it, which I think would be fun, that the Modrons are just keeping busy by polishing the floor, that there's Modrons actually in charge of keeping the floor polished. Okay, and then you have the ceilings. The ceilings are going to be metal grates, but they are also going to be floors going upward. So you're going to be walking on metal grates. So you can see down, you can see up, and you can see down. Okay? All right? And then you have, let's see. Fix that right here. Okay? And then we have the walls. Well, the walls are going to be metal. Okay? This whole thing, which makes me think that a metallic dragon may want this place for themselves. Maybe the metallic dragon has taken up residence here because it is a beacon, basically, to a metallic dragon. It is trying to figure out how it can, maybe the Modrons are fighting with the dragon, right? Maybe that's what's happening. So let's figure that'd be a lot of fun. I'm going to make a note of that. Metallic dragon fighting with Modrons. Interesting. Well, this has just gotten a whole lot more interesting there. All right, let's carry on. Let's go back to our book here, see what else we have that we're going to do. Okay, and all right, it's room quality. What are these rooms? What kind of condition are these rooms are in? Let's see. So we have 10. Okay, a 9. They're elegant. That's an option. All right. What else do we have? A 3. They're decrepit, or they are demolished. You know, I'm going to say that the let's see. I'm not going to say they're going to be demolished. The room qualities aren't going to be demolished, but they are going to be, I'm going to say elegant. I do like the elegant because I think they were made that way, and because everything is metal, it's hard to demolish it because this metal is pretty strong, I would think. So I'm going to say that the rooms are elegant. Okay, the rooms are elegant, and we will go with that because I think that sets a tone for the room there. So the rooms are going to be elegant. Okay, all right, and let's see what else we got. So we have room functions. Okay, so of these 8 rooms, I'm going to roll some functions here, and then I will metallicize them or Modron size them maybe. Okay, this is going to be D100, so let's go ahead and roll that. Oops, 27. All right, 27. 27 here will be, let's see, 27. Where are the 20? Here we go. One of these is going to, the cistern. Okay, I like that because this could be like the well, right? This could be the well, right? That's where that is. So maybe that is our, we'll see about that. We may have to change the number. We may have to put that as 8 or 7. We'll shift these around a little bit. It's okay to, when you're in the creation process, it's perfectly okay to do this. All right, you got a 25. Okay, 25. We have a tomb. There's a containment room that is also a tomb. So let's say who is in that tomb? What would be in the tomb? All right, let's just put these down. We'll figure out where they're going to go later on. Okay, but I like that there's a tomb in there. A tomb to a Modron? That'd be interesting. Let's put Modron there just to make sure. 34. So a 34 is going to be, oh, we have to turn the page. Oh, no, there's one right here. 30, nope, that was 24. Okay, so a 34 is going to be a barrow. All right, interesting. All right, let's see what else we have. We got 5 more to roll. Okay, all right. 98. Wow, going way back here. 98. So what would be a 98? A 98. Oh, there's a maze. How about that? The room is a vault, but it's also a maze. Okay, so a vault maze. And I'm going to go back to the barrow here. The barrow is going to be, what did I say that was? It was a 34, but it's also going to be a crypt. So the barrow is going to be a crypt. Okay. All right. Let's see what else. This is turning out interesting. 38. All right. We'll go down here. Oops. 38. Oh, a factory. All right. Yeah, now a factory. Something is being made by the Modron. So there's actually work being done. There's a factory where these Modrons are doing work. Great. That's fantastic. Let's see what else we have here. Okay. 37. 37. Let's see. 34, 35, 37. Somebody's home. It's a garden. I'm going to put home down. And I'll put garden. I don't know what kind of garden it's going to be. We'll see. Maybe it's all wires and things. Maybe there's like a big wire garden with like wires and all kinds of other metallic things. Maybe it's a metallic garden. Who knows? Let's see. We have a 97. So way back here. 97. That puts me in the barrow again. Let's go over here. A prison. Oh, okay. So let's put a prison in there. Ooh, who is in prison? Why are they in prison? Maybe somebody's there. We'll find out. And then one more here. We'll say 72. All right, so 72. Let's move over here. 72 is going to be, no, I don't like a mine, but I do like a portal. All right, so we're going to put a portal in there. Okay, I like it. Okay. All right, so those are our rooms, and I'm not going to take the time to write those down. Okay. Let's see. What is our time here? We'll get about 10 more minutes. I'm going to go 10 more minutes. We may have to do this again, but I think it's worth it. I think it's a lot of fun doing this. I hope that you enjoyed it. If you are enjoying it, be sure to go and click that thumbs up button. That tells me you like the video and you want more of them. Okay. All right. And then it tells you all the functions. So we won't get into all that. I think we can tell what the functions are per se. I'll go through that myself and give you an update in the next video. Let's see here. Those are all the functions. And then room features. So I'm going to go ahead and write down 8 room features. Let's see what's in here. Okay, once again, this is also a D100. So let's see what kind of room features we have. Okay. We have a 50. A 50. Mud. Well, I don't know about that, but we'll see. We'll put that down. Let's see. What else we got? We have a 91. A 91. A symbol. Now that works. A symbol. Something is in there. There's a symbol. Maybe it's all over the place. 29. A dung heap. Well, I like that because whatever this creature is, he's got to poop. So there's gonna be some dung heaps laying around that will maybe lead the characters to wherever it is. They'll that's part of the smells probably, right? Probably add that in there. Okay. All right. We have a 46, which is loose masonry. Okay, well that's fair since there is. It's not loose masonry. I'll say there's loose metal. I like the fact that the grates could be loose, right? There could be where they could fall on you. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. We'll do 8 things. 95. All right, so a 95. We have carvings, wall carvings. I'm going to say there are carvings There is, let's see, maybe like laser, I would say laser etchings on the walls. Maybe done with like a blowtorch or something like that. Something that is decorative. Okay. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 5, 3 more. Let's see, 71. So 71, a relief carving. All right. See where that fits. Let's see what else we have here. 51. 51. So a 51 is a mysterious stain. Okay, I like that. I'm going to say that's coming maybe from oil somehow. There's a mysterious stain. Could be oil. Could be secretion from whatever the beast is. Could be any of those things. All right, and then we have a 99. Look at that. 99. Oh, look at that. A well. Okay, well, see, we're on track, folks. That's right there. That is affirmed. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. The well. The well is going to be a thing automatically. Okay. Okay, so we're getting down to it. I'm not going to get into the furniture. We have just a few more things to do. I'm going to do it if you are interested in doing this again, but I think I have shown you that going through the book can be a lot of fun. It can add a lot of value to your creation process. Like I said, I'm doing all of this beforehand, okay? I'm doing all of this beforehand. Let's see, we're not going to go there. We're going to go here. That's where we're going to go. Yeah, but I just had fun just doing this because I think it's a great exercise. It's a creative exercise. And, walking through the process has given me enough to create an adventure. Like, to say, I think there's enough here to say, okay, this is something I could run. This is something that would be a lot of fun for, I think, my players. But you tell me down in the comments. Let me know, what do you think about this process? Have you ever worked through a book like this? Have you ever done something to kind of create randomly the things that you're doing, the events you want to run? Once again, you don't have to, you could use any of these in game, but I think rolling it up ahead of time is just going to save you time at the table. If you want to save something, maybe save, like I said, random monsters, or random treasure, things like that in game. I think that would work great. But boy, if you're trying to do this in game, that's a lot of time. That's a lot of time. I don't think you'd want to do that. So, but anyway, thank you guys for hanging out for a little while. Appreciate you being a part here. Like I said, be sure to go ahead and hit the thumbs up button if you like the video. You get more like it. And let me know your comments down below. What do you think about all this, creating this? Have you ever done it? And anyway, I'll see you guys next time. I enjoyed being with you, enjoyed having a little bit of time, just kind of hanging out, relaxing. This is something relaxing for me. This is like chill time. So thanks for hanging out with me for a little while. Appreciate you just being a part and joining me. And I'll catch you guys in another live very soon. We'll talk to you guys later. Have a good one, everybody.